Imagine waking up in a hospital bed, struggling to breathe, only to realize that the person who was supposed to protect you most in the world just tried to kill you. Even worse, she didn't just want you dead. She wanted the world to believe you were a double murderer. This is the chilling story of Stacey Castor, a woman the media eventually branded the Black Widow. Our story begins in the year 2000. Stacey was living a seemingly normal life with her husband, Michael Wallace. But one day, Michael suddenly got sick. He was vomiting, he was confused, and within days, he was dead. The doctors thought it was a heart attack. Everyone felt terrible for Stacey. She was a young widow with 2 daughters, left to pick up the pieces. She collected the life insurance money, and a few years later, she found love again with a man named David Castor. But the tragedy followed her. In 2005, David was found dead in their bedroom. Next to his body was a glass filled with a bright green liquid, antifreeze. To the police, it looked like a clear-cut case of suicide. David was depressed, and he chose a painful way to go. However, investigators noticed something that didn't sit right. In the kitchen trash, they found a turkey baster. When they tested it, they found David's DNA and traces of antifreeze. Think about that for a second. You don't use a turkey baster to drink something voluntarily. You use it to force liquid down someone's throat while they're unconscious. The police started looking back at Stacey's first husband, Michael. They did something extreme. They exhumed his body. When they ran the toxicology reports, they found the exact same thing: antifreeze. Stacey hadn't been a victim of bad luck. She was a cold-blooded killer. As the police closed in, Stacey realized she needed a fall guy. She chose her own daughter, Ashley.
Stacey invited Ashley over for a drink, telling her they needed to de-stress. She mixed a drink for her daughter that was secretly laced with crushed-up pills. The next morning, Stacey called 911, sounding hysterical. She found Ashley passed out, barely clinging to life. Next to the bed was a typed suicide note. In that note, Ashley supposedly confessed to killing both her father and her stepfather because the guilt was too much to bear. It was the perfect frame job. If Ashley died, the case would be closed and Stacey would be free. But Ashley didn't die. Against all odds, Ashley woke up in the hospital. She was confused and terrified. She told the police she never wrote a note and she certainly hadn't killed anyone. Then, the investigators found the smoking gun. In the typed suicide note, the word antifreeze was misspelled as anti-free. It was a weird mistake, but when the police looked back at their recorded interviews with Stacey, they noticed she said the word anti-free the exact same way every single time. She had typed the note herself, and her own habit caught her. Stacey Castor was sentenced to 51 years in prison. She was a mother who was willing to let her own child die just to cover her tracks. In the end, it wasn't a master detective that caught her. It was her own daughter's will to survive, and a simple typo that brought the Black Widow down. Would you like me to find another true crime story where a tiny, overlooked detail eventually solved the entire case?
Welcome to Crime Reveals.